Hello, welcome back to Mountain Gym Card Collectibles. Hope you're having a great week so far. So, there's been a lull in product releases. It'll start up here in a few days. But anyway, I want to focus on something that really hit the news and kind of just fell off the radar. But I've really been kind of keeping an eye on it because we're rolling into spring here, mid-March, so this is the last day of February. So spring is almost here. So what does that bring me to? Well, it's an article from CNBC, and this came out last month. And I didn't really see a lot of people talking about it on YouTube for one reason or another. But it's the fact that Fanatics is opening their first trading card store in London to give the sports collectibles a boost in Europe. And, this is written by Ian Thomas. And what this article gets into is the fact that they want to build an 8,647 square foot store that they plan on opening in London in spring 2025 on London's Regent Street. And they're calling it the House of the Hobby in Europe, according to David Lanier, Topps president of trading cards. And like it says here, they are basically trying to foster a growing collector space in Europe through a new store in London, which will be the first and flagship store for the Fanatics Collectibles business, yes. And they're opening this store because a lot of collectors have problems getting cards in Europe. Like it says here, according to Fanatics, there are less than 5 Topps partner hobby shops in the United Kingdom, and less than 30 in all of Europe. Lanier said that also, unlike in the US, there are less cards in big box retailers, and often cards are found in the magazine aisle in smaller stores or grocery stores, if at all. It's tough to find these products. Okay, I understand that. That led Fanatics Collectibles to the idea for a branded store, one that Lanier said not only is designed to serve the small but vibrant collector community that has already grown in Europe, but also bring new visibility to the hobby. All right, I get that. It says here, success with this strategy could lead Fanatics Collectibles to open a store in a major U.S. city like New York or Los Angeles. However, that approach won't be mirrored across the U.S. at large, where Lanier said there is already a very vibrant hobby market. All right. But, they want to spread these stores out throughout Europe and then move into the big cities. What does that mean for the card shops in the big cities of the U.S.? That's just it. Is this kind of a way of Fanatics, Topps monopolizing the sports card market? In Europe, I tend to believe it is. In the U.S., they plan on just eventually opening these stores in bigger cities, is what they say. But that's just what they say. We don't really know what the whole full game plan is, on these Fanatics card shops. We could see kind of a rendering right here. The rendering of Fanatics Collectibles' new London store. Nice looking store. It doesn't feel like any card shop I've ever been, and that looks like a museum. It really does, doesn't it? I prefer the old school card shops, like my local card shop. It just feels like a card shop, This is just kind of a corporate cash grab, in my opinion. And they're trying to lean into monopolizing the local sports card store business, even though they're saying they're not. I still believe they're trying to get their foot in the door. But trying to get their foot in the door is only going to go so far in this day and age. Why do I bring that up? Well, it's the weird thing about Fanatics Live that I've really noticed within the past, 2 or 3 months. So, I always keep an eye on Fanatics Live. But it's hard not to notice it. As you go from line to line, what do you see? Pokemon. Steve Aoki opens rare Jungle Pack. That's Pokemon. Here's another first edition Jungle Booster Box. Pokemon. Here's another, if you were Pokemon, who would you be? Then look at this. Another Pokemon. They literally have Pokemon all over Fanatics Live. He pulled a first edition Charizard. They know what's coming at them. And I think it's funny that they know what's coming at them, but yet they still refuse to give the consumer prices that are relative to, say, buying a $5 pack of, a Pokemon pack, for the most part. Here's another Pokemon, more Pokemon. I have never seen so much Pokemon on Fanatics Live. Are they trying to make a move, for Pokemon? Who knows with the Fanatics monopoly machine, with all their billions of dollars. What do you think about these, the Fanatics top shop opening up in London? I still think it's kind of a sneaky way for them to try and monopolize the card market. And they're getting more to ground level now, aren't they? Allocation, for most people through the Topps Direct internet line is a very challenging option. I've tried. I have given up. And then to see them, moving into Europe's card space, which they make a great point. There's enough shops over there, but then again, I'm sure there are small card shops here and there. And then the fact that they want to slowly roll it out into the U.S. market, the North American market, into the bigger cities, Los Angeles, New York, whatever, to slowly kind of start wiping out those card shops. I'm just not a big fan of Topps Fanatics, the way they operate, I know there are people out there who love, to bend the knee to the massive billion-dollar corporate monopolistic monster that I think of as Topps Fanatics trying to steal everything for themselves. But what I see when I get more into the card market is there are fewer and fewer people devoting card collecting to sports cards anymore. And I understand why. We have all been priced out of the market. Who wants to rely on, breakers to get their product? I'd rather just go buy $5 packs of Pokemon, and you have a great chance of hitting some big hits, Whereas if you're going to do that with Topps products, good luck. They're going to sell you, the lowest end product that they can, and they're not going to give you any great cards, Topps Fanatics, I just wish would go away. So I'm not sure how you feel about this. If you have some different opinions, leave some comments. I'd like to thank my subscriber base for sticking around. If you're a viewer, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. That's the only way I can manage to keep this channel going. Anyway, I'm out of here. Bye.